Okay, let's talk about digital photography. I will continue to talk about COVID-19 with Professor Sito, but I want to talk about something else. I've been wanting to talk about digital photography for a long time, and since everybody's talking about it, and I've heard a lot of different things, and there's all these YouTube channels, photography channels. So I haven't done much on my own. Anyhow, let's get to it. The first thing I want to talk about is that everyone has gotten it wrong, including myself. So what do I mean by that? Is okay. This is my fifth take already, and then people keep coming in and out. Anyway, I'm gonna edit that out. Not okay. Maybe I will. There's gonna be noise. Anyway, let's keep going. So today I just not today. Lately, I've had a revelation. Everybody likes gear. Everybody wants new stuff, and then everybody thinks that newer cameras are better. But they are better in many aspects. But I found that not to be the case in certain things. So I want to talk about that. So that's why I say that everyone has gotten it wrong. Everyone got it wrong. Everyone, including me. So this is a tale of a 15-year-old camera. And so what it is this thing. I point it up. Let me show myself. There you go. This is it focused? Yes. This is an Olympus E-500 camera. It's my first DSLR that I own. I can take the lens off. Look at it. DSLR with a mirror in there. It's pretty tiny. It was a good one. I used it for many years. And then I took some pictures. It's 8 megapixels, and it has a CCD sensor in there. And it's the last of Kodak. Product. It's a not a micro four thirds CCD sensor from Kodak. So it's in there, behind the mirror. I don't know if you can see it well. There you go. So why do I want to talk about this? Like I said, this is 15 years old, and I've had it for a long time. And the thing I found out recently, well, I knew about it, but then I've looked into it a little bit more lately, and I found out that the CCD sensor in there is truly remarkable. Truly remarkable. It's in many aspects better than today's crazy sensors, full-frame sensors. What do I mean by that? I don't mean that it has more resolution or has more higher dynamic range or anything, but it does have really, really good color saturation. And just, if you look it up, if you search E-500, Olympus, E-500, you're gonna find somebody with a video talking about this. And I think he's right. It has the last major Kodak product before they actually went, just kapoof. As we know, Kodak is famous for making films. So they have a sensor, CCD sensor, that they made for this camera, as well as the E300, E330, which are pretty much the same as the E500 in different style. They're rangefinder styles. And also the Panasonic, I think it's Lumix LX1, maybe? I think that one also has the same sensor in there. So yes, that's an 8 megapixel sensor. What's so remarkable about it is that it's a CCD sensor, and back then CCD was, I think, used more so than the CMOS sensor. I believe Canon was the first one who brings CMOS sensor into major product lines, and because of its high ISO performance, and also faster. It can give out data faster. It's RAM cooler. So that's why all the modern cameras, they all use CMOS sensors. Okay. However, competitions don't always give you the best. We saw that with the video cassette thing, and we kept the inferior format in the market. So it's more about marketing than it is about actual product ability. However, CCD sensors are not really gone. They're still using medium format cameras, not the Fujifilm one, but I think Pentax one, or maybe another brand, but they use CCD, medium format backs, digital backs, to take images. Why? Because simply it gives better picture. Again, it gives higher quality picture. The difference technically is that the CMOS takes data from different pixels, line by line, point by point. There's a sequential data taking. So when you shoot videos and then pan, you'll see the jello effect. You can look that up on the modern camera reviews. They always do that for the video. But CCD is just taking all the data point all at once. So I don't know why that is, but it does give, maybe there's some other things that are different, but it does give better picture. In terms of color saturation, in terms of basically mostly color, right? Resolution is about, I don't know, resolution, there's so many things play into that, but the color, oh my god, it's really good. So I just want to show you, if you're gonna go on Flickr and you just look up, search E-500, you're gonna get a whole bunch of pictures showing up, right? Let me just show you some. By the way, there's some pictures of the camera itself. Come on, open. Turn that up. There you go. So that's with the kit lens. I didn't really care for the kit lens that much. The 14 to 45. Why is it so slow? But if we pull out some pictures, you're going to discover that, oh my god, it does have really rare colors. Oh, this is the sky. Forget it. Just look up E-500 in Olympus. Oh, there you go. The color pictures that I took with the E-500. So because you can see the warm colors are really great with this guy. Right. And also this one I tweaked a lot in post, so the colors change a lot more. Let's play around with it. This one, you can see the yellows are really nice and golden. The leaves. And the tree branches, you can capture the redness and the vibrance. And this one is, very little done to it. You can see the highlights, they're a little clipped, and but in the color itself, they're pretty accurate. You don't really, I wasn't able to really discern that until I upgraded to the later model, E30. And that had a live MOS sensor that can give you live view. CCD sensor couldn't do that. They cannot produce like a video image continuous. So they were sort of abandoned. Especially nowadays they have mirrorless cameras. They need a constant readout from the sensor. So CCD wasn't so good about it. But look at this, I can play with the colors quite a bit, especially if you do the raw files. Right. And then if you look at the search results, I don't want to go back to photo stream. Let me try this way. Look at some other people's. It's a 15-year-old camera. Look at that redness. Look at that green. Look at that golden yellow. Look at that. I mean, you think that there's a post-processing? Yes, there is, but you have to have enough good information for it to feed into the file for it to post-process, right? Back to photo stream. Okay, this one is a lemon. It's pretty ordinary, but pretty nice colors. I found out that the reds are really nice, warm, right here, and also the blue, the sky. The sky was really good. Different blue skies, and they're superb. The colors are really great compared to the later CMOS. So every tone, the red, the green, and the blue, all much more filled. It feels thick, just like a painting. You have a thick layer of paint on it. It's just much nicer. I mean, the modern cameras, modern sensors, they all have their advantages. But boy, and also black and white. This guy can do a black and white, almost like a monochrome sensor. Has great gradation from shade to shade. Yes, we blow out highlights. It has less dynamic range than current model, but if you use raw files, you can pretty much match up fairly well. Oh, look at this one. This guy's interesting. There's a bunch of stitched up. Very nice. But if you just look at the files, they're amazing. If you don't pixel peep, right? You don't say, okay, let me zoom in like 500%. You can get some really nice pictures out of this 15-year-old 8 megapixel, 3 frames per second DSLR with really tiny viewfinder. Okay, let me bring that out a little bit more so you guys can see it. This is a great picture, just taken by, let's see what lens they used. 14 to 45. That's a kit lens, with a kit lens, f14, f3.5. Look at that. Kit lens is like horrible. I hated that lens. It's slow, wasn't that sharp, but even so, look at that. Look at the, just look at the feel of the, just let me bring it out. Just the feel of the image. It's crazy. I don't know if I'm violating somebody's copyright, but you know, just recording the screen. But you see it. Well, blown highlights, chromatic aberrations. But if you overlook these technical faults, look at the green. There are different shades of green. A little bit more yellow on here, even on the same leaf. Look at the algae here on the rock, and the algae here in the shade on the rock. They exhibit different lighting. They give you. It feels like you're there. It gives you the memory. And somehow I started missing that once I upgraded the camera. This is an example of the blue sky. It just has that thick feel to its colors. Golden beer, golden yellow beer color, very clear. Let's see what kind of lens used. 45 mil. Yeah, it's probably the kit lens. Look at that. So, I know I'm talking about gear, but all I'm gonna say is just like newer gear is not better. Sometimes you don't need to upgrade. Sometimes you just find the old things. Look at this guy. Oh, it's a very small file, but this is as big as it goes. Look at the colors. Look at the warm glow of the sky and the blue on top. Yes, it's enhanced, but if the color information is not there, you cannot bring it out. That's the thing. So look at the lights down here. Beautiful. So that's why nowadays they don't use CCD anymore. It was a bummer because everybody needs to do video, and all the mirrorless need to have viewfinding capability through their sensor, which is a shame. I think some manufacturers should really look into this. Bring a CCD, and by the way, CCD will give you global shutter, so to speak, and that will not have the jello effect as you pan. But obviously the speed of the sensor is going to be questionable. But I think if you're on a smaller format, like a 4/3, micro 4/3 format, it could work. Who knows? Somebody just got to do it. You're not gonna win the race in megapixel contest. You're not gonna win the race in, say, dynamic range or that. But win it with color. Win it with, picture quality. Look at this. How beautiful is this picture? Look at the greens. It's like so real. Just look at the details. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 8 megapixels. It's not about it, pixel per pixel, but it's about the whole picture, right? It's about the composition. It's about the color, the placement of subjects. Oh, I just love looking at it. Beautiful. It's all made with a camera like that. And you can grab one off, somebody's selling it off eBay, off Craigslist, 100 something, 150 with 2 lenses, right? If you just want to get a second camera just to play with, I think I'm going to start using it as a monochrome, just as a photo camera now. I don't want to do a lot of crazy video stuff. Video quality is great. I mean, 4K and all that, but you can get that from a phone now. Who needs that, right? Let the phones do that. Let the camera be a camera. Somebody got to make a camera. I really hope that Olympus or somebody would produce like a rangefinder style with a CCD sensor that gives great monochrome, like their PNF, and then great colors, and just take it slow. Shoot like 3 frames, 5 frames a second, and then don't shoot like 4K video. Just give me 12 megapixels or something, somehow improved. I don't need high ISO. Image stability, IS would be good. IBIS, embodied image stabilization. Oh, what a tongue twister. That would be nice, but everything else I don't really care. I don't really care for. I want to make a nice picture. Look at this. 8 megapixels, 15 years old. If I don't tell you, you wouldn't know. Look at these pictures. So nice. Look at the blue tints. Oh, I love this. Somebody just took a picture of the sky. You see the thickness that I'm talking about of this color? The blue, the different shades of all these. I mean, you can look around. This one is a big one. Look at the sky. Panorama. Stitch it up. Pretty nice. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this on YouTube, but I just want to share. Go look it up. Black and white, so nice. So nice. Okay. And they actually had great lenses for the system, for their E-Volt system, 4/3 system. And then they wanted to keep that through adapting, right? But somehow they've given up. Well, I guess somebody's face is showing in this one. But look at it. It has a Nikon flash on it. Look at this. Very nice. Look at the different colors it captures. Holy cow. I can do this for hours. You know, just browse through these pictures. There's somebody's eye. Reflection. So much detail. You can see what kind of lens they used. Anyway, that's my point. 15-year-old camera. I want to go back to it. I want to use it a lot more. I just want to carry it around. I want to do some black and whites, monochrome. That's a great monochrome mode. Let me see if I can find a couple that I shot today just to play around. Nope, not there. Just keep browsing. Look it up for yourself. If you got, well, get their high-grade lenses, super high-grade lenses. They're really cheap now. And especially this one. It's not super high-grade, it's, you know, one of the best lenses of all time, sort of. Let me bring that up to you. It's the 50mm f2 macro. Okay? This guy's really nice. You can use that as a 50mm macro. I don't know. Probably can't see it. Anyway. I'll talk about these lenses later. But I just want to show you this. Look at this. This is a nice strap that I found for myself. So comfortable. Much better than all these vinyl, you know, hurts on your neck. This thing is so round and so soft. If you want one, I don't know. I don't weave these. Well, let me be honest. I found one dog toy in Dollar Tree, $1. And then if you untie it, this is what you get. And then sort of just drop it in to the hooks. Look at that. So comfortable. I carry it all day. I just don't know what to do with this now. Maybe around my waist or something? I don't know. Maybe I don't want to put it around my neck. But this thing is tiny. It's not much bigger than the mirrorless cameras nowadays. It does have a really puny viewfinder, so it's really small. It's not that great, but who cares? Who cares? It's the image that matters. It's a little gem. Especially if you find nice lenses for it. And go capture those colors. It slow you down, and then you can really pay attention to photography. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Would you even care if it's like 8 megapixels? Would you even care for the noises in the background and all that? No. Look at this. It's just a nice picture. Doesn't matter how you look at it. And then the colors. It's just so thick, so, you know, so full of color. You can bump up the saturation and it doesn't look unnatural. You know, that's the thing. Let's see this guy. I can't really see that clearly, but it has some weird lens on it. Well, somebody's baby, you know, sharing on Flickr. Just go. I think there are other photo sharing websites. And you can look them up. Olympus. Kodak. This is the last thing they did before it became history, right? So look at the golden color. Look at the tones right here. So real, so beautiful. It's not just real, it's beautiful. It's like looking at the real thing but with an enhanced vision, right? So it's just a nice image taking device. Sure, it's slow by today's standards. Sure, it's you know, got a lot of shortcomings. It doesn't have features. It doesn't have crazy things that you can do. But it makes nice pictures. And you can pick one up. They're really well built, by the way. I think they're made in China, but they're really well built. I've had it for 14 years. I think I got it in 2006 or 2007, the latest. Probably 2006. Actually, probably 2007. So 13 years. Served me well. Still working. Oh, by the way, it has 2 car slots for those really, I want to say, anal people that they need 2 car slots. It has compact flash. It has a slot for Olympus XD. But that one, I don't have it. Well, I lost it somewhere. And it's hard to find a reader for that thing. I think the SD card readers also read these. But that's a lost format. But compact flash is still okay. It's pretty common. Now let's just browse through. This is a nice picture. See, everybody complained, oh, this is too noisy. This is such a small sensor. Who cares? If you look at a nice image, who cares about that little noise, right? Only you care. Only the person who is like pixel peeping their own video. I mean, their own picture. They care. I just browse through. Look at this. Well lit. Yeah, that's another zoom lens. That's 14 to 54. F 2.8 to 3.5. That's a nice lens all around. You can see the quality of the lens. But I want to just show you how great the picture looks. No, it doesn't have the best dynamic range. It doesn't measure up to today's standards, right? But if you know what to do with your stuff, you can make. Well, if you know how to work your stuff, you can make great pictures. That's what I'm saying. And actually, it slows you down and make you think and make you plan out your shots, and and it gives you the better results. They give you all the colors. And gives you all the nuances in the picture, not pixels, but image. Okay, image has more to do with. Oh, I just looking at. What is that? That's annoying. Okay. Anyway, the image matters. So, yeah, that's why medium format cameras, they have great picture output. I mean, except for the Fujifilm medium formats and the Hasselblad, the latest ones. But the other ones, they all use CCD. Why? Because it's better. Just if you don't care for the speed, if you don't care for other things that don't really matter that much. Let me see if I can find out. Let me see. Okay. Get that in here. Just a test shot I took today. Move that over. Can I move that over? Can I move that over? There you go. 41%. That's my fridge. I don't know why this is. This is my boy. Family is gone. Oh, black and white. That's a roll of filament. Look at that. Almost no light. Almost no light. Look at that. Yeah, you see noise. But look at the picture. Black and white. The gradation. This is some things. Yeah, fridge. Anyhow, just rambling now, but yeah, do it for yourself. Check out these files. E-500. And look around. See if we can grab a CCD type sensor. There's a bunch of other manufacturers back then that made them. Not the Canon ones. I think the Canon ones started out right away with CMOS, like the earlier digital Revels. But these were, really cheap cameras. They were like $600 entry-level cameras with 2 kit lenses back then. And those lenses were no slouch. They're good. But if you got a really fancy lenses, which cost almost to nothing now compared to what they used to be, they're great. They're great. And you can adapt them to some of the modern Micro Four Thirds cameras, especially if you use the EM1s and the latest EM5 Mark III. You can use them with really good, fast autofocus. So that's what I do. I have the newer cameras as well, EM1 Mark II or something. But I use that for certain things. They're great. But if you just want to slow down and take a nice image, you can't go wrong with this. This guy does the job. No, it's not how big you can print. Who cares? 8 megapixels is plenty big for the phone screens, even your computer monitors mostly. And they're impressive. Come on, why is it so slow? Is this the network speed or flicker or something? It's very flicker. Yeah, look at this. This is a great picture. Somebody's door. The glass part. Beautiful. Look at different gray shades of gray. Look at it. So nice. Frosted glass. Killing me. Anytime now. Come on. Come on. Yeah, look at this. Look at this guy. Look at it. Look at that yellow. Different shades of yellow right here. Look at it. How natural, how full. Look at the beak. Look at this. Look at the complexity. I don't even know what color that is. All the details it's been capturing. It's just, you know, downsized picture, but look at that. 150 at 4.5. That's a kit lens. That's a long end kit lens. How good is that? How good is that? 15-year-old. The Kodak. Get a piece of Kodak. Find it. Your local, I don't know, Craigslist, or it was quite a popular camera. But too bad, everybody wanted bigger and better. You know, Canon, Nikon. By the way, it's Nikon, not Nikon. Okay, Nikon. So more results. You can do this by yourself now. I'm just rambling anyway. Oh, this one. This is a great lens. This is a kit lens. You can find this for like $30–40. 40 to 150, 3.5 to 4.5 aperture. Really nice lens for almost no money. Not the best in the world, but for that price, made in Japan. Image quality is just superb, as you saw on the beak of that bird. And maybe I'll talk more about this old gear talk. So what happened was that the marketing part took over. Bing, 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 bing. I think it's pretty illegal for YouTube. I'm not trying to make money out of this. I'm just enjoying myself and sharing this experience and browsing through nice photos. And it's, look at this. You can do really nice. I'm not gonna open it up. You can do really nice, professional grade pictures. I can't see it too big, but I know it's a nice picture. I can see the colors in there. I can see how well the light was used in the framing and the storytelling of that picture. Oh, look at that. It's just golden. It's a little bit overprocessed in the sky, but pretty nice. What happened? I've been messing around, boys, I'm run. Oh, she's like Maggie when she gets her gin. Bash me in the head with a rolling pin. So I was looking at Leica M8. It cost $1,500, $1,600, $2,000. That guy had a CCD sensor. Let's see if we can find a cheaper one. $1,500. How about Olympus E-500? You know, if you can't find the 500, you can find it. Oh, look at that. $53. KEH. You can find a 300. The same sensor. You know, slightly slower, but who cares, right? 2.5 frames per second to 3 frames per second. Wow. Just want to take single shots. No burst and pray. No spray and pray. Oh, don't get a 510. Don't get a 400. Don't get 500. Don't get a 510. Don't get the 410, 420, 520, 600, 620. Those use CCD sensors, the 12 megapixel, 10 megapixel, and 12 megapixel. 8 megapixel E500. Last of its kind. $60, $70. Right, used. Pick it up, enjoy it. Get a nice lens for, you know, that really nice lens that I have on here, the 50 f2 macro. Nowadays it's going to cost like 150 or even less on eBay and these used stores. So 200 something, around $200, you get yourself a nice system. Really nice. You can enjoy nice flower photography, macro photography, and even portraits. That's a great portrait lens as well. Anywho. Look at that golden leaf on the water. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, so beautiful. Yes, get that thick color out of the CCD sensor. Go get yourself a little toy, $200. If you own it, you know, for the longest time I wanted to get rid of it. I wanted to upgrade. I wanted to get something better. But now, thank God, I didn't sell it or, you know, give it away or something. Well, I gave it to my kids to play with, but they don't care. They use their phones now. Yeah, a lot of these pictures, they're processed, but again, you have to have enough detail, enough information in there to allow the processing. Right? You cannot add anything to it. You cannot add a color to it. Okay, I guess it's draining. Maybe it's the computer slowing down. 40 minutes now. Okay, I'll speed it up for you guys, so you only have to watch me for 30 minutes. Okay, so click subscribe and share it with some people, and just take some time. Now everybody's staying home, right? Take some time and shoot some nice pictures with full color. Nobody's going anywhere. You don't need to rush your shots. Okay, take an old camera and make something good out of it. That's what I will do, hopefully. For the longest time I wanted to get a monochrome camera, but now with this, you know, I was like, why bother? I just use this one, monochrome, just for fun. You know, it's great results. I have some great lenses to put in front of it, so hey. Yes, I'll talk about those lenses in the future episodes. I don't want to make an episode that's like 2 hours long. Slow down. Oh, blue sky. Thick blueness. Without killing the green down here, without killing the red over there, without killing the red and yellow down there, and fully blue in the reflection as well, and the white and everything else, and even the purple with the chromatic aberrations, right? For the fringing. 14 mil is probably with the kit lens. But yeah, you can take a nice picture with the kit lens, full of color. Added color has to be there, to begin with, right? It has to be in the file to begin with. You're not gonna paint every pixel. Go in there and paint everything now. Okay, it's getting painfully slow, so I'm gonna stop recording, and then you can do it on your own. Just enjoy it. Great piece of camera gear. I don't know, the whole industry is going mad. They're just trying to outcompete one another on specs on these things. I want to talk about it next time. History of digital photography. Not so much on the development, but the marketing part. What went wrong, right? Everybody got it wrong. Everybody's pushing for faster, dumber, more accurate autofocus that can, just do everything for me. It's almost like a robot. It's almost like my own photographer. Then what do we need photographers for, right? We just use, the camera, you can do it yourself. Just stay there and shoot. You know what to do, right? You don't even need to press the shutter button. That's the easiest thing. Okay. Listen up. Bye.